around like 22, and I was like, and at that time, guys started to take interest because I had sort of blossomed into this like blackout drunk, and they wanted in. But the problem was, the second I thought that maybe I wasn't so ugly up here, I realized I was ugly down here. I have a vagina that resembles a hastily packed suitcase. Yeah? Okay. I know there's some bitches that are late for their flights tonight in here too. I know you're out there. I see you at the gym locker room. I spy on you. Yes, I do. There's a lot of hermit crabs looking for new shells. Out and about. I know. I used to feel alone. I really did, because you watch porn and you're like, where's my vagina? That's when I realized I was like, shit. That's not, none of these look like mine. I felt like a young black girl watching Disney movies. I'm like, where's one with me in it? Do you want to make one with me? That would have been nice. Oh, you made one with a mermaid before making one with me. Cool, that feels great. But I didn't know any other vaginas, and why would I? You don't see vaginas growing up. You know, you don't even see your mom's. If you do, there's a giant bush in front of it, so you don't know what her lip action is. I had no idea. And now mine has to be like out. You have to have like, here it is, no hair, and everything's out, and guys make fun of vaginas like ours, don't they, girls? We hear it. Roast beef, 5 for $5. Cold cut combo. I know they look like meaty sandwiches. I know, we get it. And it's just like, it's dead on, dude. It's dead on. You nailed it. That's what it looks like, and it's funny. It's so funny. That's what sucks. Sometimes, as a vegan, I offend myself sometimes. I'm like, meat is murder every time I wipe. Throw paint on myself. It's a whole process. I'm just tired of caring. It's just, and I've gotten over most of my insecurities. I feel like pretty good because I've done a lot of work up here and a little right here, and got something on the books for this next week, but a little snipperoony. Great clips, but flags, and I didn't know until then. I really didn't, you know, and then he turned that canvas around, and my dad was like, that's great. Oh my God, it's uncanny. My whole family was like, whoa, Nick, it's you. I'm like, really? Okay. I didn't know I had buck teeth and bushy eyebrows, a founding father haircut, tiny bicycle. But then I knew. Listen, I kind of had an idea that I wasn't that cute, you know, because I had a really beautiful sister growing up, never went through an awkward phase. She was just so stunning. She literally would stop traffic when I pushed her in front of it, and tried to get her out of the way. And I'm the second prettiest sister, and then there isn't another one, but so I've got that. But people would stop my mom as a child and tell my mom that my sister should be a model, like right in front of me, and be like, this child needs to be a model. And they wouldn't see me at first, and then I'd emerge from behind my mom's legs like Nosferatu, like, what should I be? Just like desperate to be discovered or whatever. And they're like, you should be, you're gonna be a model train enthusiast, probably. I think you should start collecting soon, because you're gross. And I was like, cool. Whenever I see two kids and one's cuter than the other, I always tell the mom, your kids are cute. I make an emphasis on kids. And then I wink, because she knows, she'll know. And you can get away with a pretty obvious wink, because usually the ugly one has like a lazy eye situation, so they'll miss it entirely. So you can be, but just don't single out one child as cuter than the other, because we don't need more female comics. I can't take the competition, and that's how you make them. Compared oh my God, I had my first real orgasm off Zoloft, and I was like, why is everyone not doing this all the time? And so I started all the time. I was chronically masturbating like a 28-year-old woman behaving like an 11-year-old boy, truly. You know, you hear these stories from guys that are like, I did it till I bled. I didn't know. I did that. It was my period, but it counts, and I still count it. I couldn't stop. I was doing it I did it on a plane once and got caught, and she saw me, and I was just like, I thought you could in first class. And she's like, no. Also, you're seated in coach and you just walked up here, so that doesn't even make sense. And I go, I thought I was beyond the curtain. Masturbating now, I just am too exhausted by all of it, you know? I have too many toys. I got all the toys. As soon as I started masturbating, I was like, I gotta get that rabbit. I've heard about this thing for a while, so I go to PetSmart and I get that thing and I returned it, you know? I was just like, this thing bit my clit off! Felt good for a second, and then a lot of blood, but I got too many toys. And now when I go to masturbate, I just look at all my toys in the bucket, the bucket? What the fuck did I just say? I do not have a bucket. I don't want you thinking I am having a bucket of dildos. It's literally a ripped Victoria's Secret bag that I keep in my closet. So I go to the old dick bucket. I have so many toys, too many. And every time I go to masturbate, I have to like look at all of them, and I always feel bad that I'm not using all of them. I have some sort of Toy Story guilt with it all. Just like, oh, Woody, you used to be my favorite. I'll sit on you, and I'll just sit on that, and I'll put Buzz up here, and then I got something inside me that I'm working like this, and I just, it's too much going on. I always feel like a one-man band. Eventually, I'm just like, come on, join in, kids. Like, I just feel like a town square fool. There should be a monkey on my shoulder with a tambourine, like collecting coins from passersby. Like, that is, I feel like Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins. That is how I feel every single time I masturbate. It's not hot. Oh. Ironically enough, Dick Van Dyke are the 3 words I type in to find every porn that I look at. So, I need all those elements to really get me there. My porn searches are disgusting. Oh man, those got gross. Look like a star, you're like, oh no! But it's easy breezy, man. They blindfold you, oh my God. You know, oh no, I can't see you. How am I gonna come? Easily. Thank you for the assist. It's so good. But bondage porn, it's always like in a cellar with like dripping walls or like a warehouse, and she's just like a bandit. It's like, can't she be comfortable? I don't understand why there always has to be a guy with a welder's mask and a purpose, like with a stick. Like, can't it be nicer? But it can't be. They're always mean to her. And I'm just like, be nice. Like, she's invited all these dudes over. You guys, one of you showed up late. There's nowhere for your dick to go now. And so I hate that guy. He's always just like, where do I go? Where do I go? It's just like, go fill the Brita, Tony. Why were you late? Like, do something useful. We're all going to be very dehydrated after this. But, no. Then Tony's just like hitting his dick on her shoulder as if that's doing anything for either of them. And it's just like, look inside yourself, Tony. Why were you late? God. She's not like a bison on the Great Plains. You need to use every single part of her to honor her. Gangbangs, like, I love gangbangs, but I'm just looking for like a respectful gangbang. Like, why not just be nice to her? A respectful gangbang, that would just be a girl tied up, and guys are doing lots of things to her down here, and then up here, guys just brushing her hair and telling her she's strong. Respectful. That's all I want. You know what's frustrating about masturbating when you're a woman is that you can't really fuck yourself, you know? Like, you can do clit stuff or whatever, but truly being penetrated, it's hard to do to yourself. Like and it's hard to come from that if you're like doing a CrossFit sequence as you're like getting tennis elbow. I mean, it's a lot of work, and I always give up, and I'm just like, this is too hard. And that's why I get so jealous of guys, because I'm like, oh, jerking off is so easy for guys. It's just this. That's what you do when you say something's easy. You're just like, oh, we'll fucking bang it out and go to Chipotle, man. Just get the reports done, and we'll go to the game. Like, that's how easy that is. Oh, I'm jealous. Because I like a dick in me. I'm sorry. I like life, but you can't when you're sober. When I drank, oh, that's all I did. If I wanted to, like, get dicked out, I'd just, like... None of this sounds real good. If I wanted to say I had had sex, but I didn't want to experience, and that's what would be perfect. Would be like, I would just be like, I feel like getting fucked. And so I would just blackout drink, hone in on a guy, and then like kind of Cosby myself into this situation where I would be penetrated that night by a comedian and not remember any of it. I'd wake up in the morning, I wouldn't even know what I had done. Sometimes I'm like, oh dear, did I do anal or is that bronzer? Like I would try and figure it out. You know those mornings? Where you're like, did I have sex? I don't know, I should know that. I'd figure it out if the sheet was stuck inside me. I'd be like, okay, I probably had sex. That's a classic post-sex old glazed dog move. I always do a tuck, right? Because I don't like to go to bed with a soggy vag. So I just like tuck it up. I don't want to be sloshing around all night. And so I tuck and release. And I don't get yeast infections, girls. Like, it's a good plan. If you don't want to get a yeasty, just tuck and release. But sometimes you're drunk and the tuck feels so good, you just leave it. And then it dries overnight and you got to peel it off like a Biore strip in the morning. And it hurts. You leave behind a papier-mâché stalagmite on his duvet. It's not a nice way to be remembered. Trying to flatten it when he's in the bathroom, just like, go away. Out, damn spot. There are embarrassing moments like that, but like, you know, most of the time having drunk sex, it made it just a lot easier to get it, you know? And sometimes when I'm sober, I go out with a guy and I'm like, God, I'd love to feel that way again. So I'll just like take out one contact lens just to feel a little off, just to be like, maybe I'll make some mistakes. And it takes a lot now for me to want to have sex with a guy, and it's because sober sex, they need to change the name, because sometimes you have sex in the morning and you're like, I gotta wait till tomorrow morning, I guess, to take it, and then you forget and you start a family. So it's 3 days. You have 3 days, and I'm trying to get it changed to the long weekend after the holiday, the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend after pill. I think that's gives you an idea of the chunk of time you have. And I'm getting a lot of pushback from his foundation, but you have 3 days, and I've used them all before, and it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm lazy. It's because I'm just waiting till I need to get toilet paper too. I'm like, I'll kill 2 birds. Or 3, twins run in my family. I don't really know how this thing works, but I am willing to take it, especially if the guy asks. Have you ever had the guy ask you to do it? I'll do it, especially if he pays. I'm like, yeah, if you give me $50, and he does, and you go to Sephora and you pray. And that works. It might cost you a little on the back end, but what other excuse do you have to spend $49 on an eyeliner? So, isn't it funny when they ask you to take the morning after? I'm always just like, oh my God, yeah, I'll take it. It's so cute that you think that I want your baby. Like, it's so funny. Dude, I would abort your child so soon. Like, I wouldn't even call you. It's so, oh my God, huh? I wouldn't think twice. I'd just go to a clinic and be like, hey, I slept with a guy who wears tank tops that say rise and grind. And they'd be like, in and out, man. Let's get her in. Let's go. Well, we need all hands on deck for this one. It's going to be on the house for this lady. Alabama would allow that one. That's the one caveat they have. Only in cases of tank tops with motivational words on them. Oh, he raped you? Never mind, you have to keep it. I know. Sorry, isn't the truth weird?